Yeah, Ash wants to come in and address pending founders.
Yes, Ash, please, if you want to come in and answer that question.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for inviting me. And actually, nobody invited me. I just jumped in. And thank you. And thank you for giving us your time. I definitely think it's a big topic and important to be very transparent about the pending accounts. We have thousands of them. Okay. And that number is included with the overall count that we know, the 575,000. Some of them, some thousands, are pending. Okay, when a registration happens, we count it's a registration, and typically those come in either intentionally to remain pending, or somebody actually subscribed believing they will look more into it, but they never do, so they will die out. Some motive that happens, some people come in and register for free 10 accounts with that scenario. What they do is they hold them and they would try to sell them either at a higher level, okay, that is not ethical, okay, like a different price, basically you're profiting from the company, or we can discuss the other scenario, which I'm a leader, I come in and quickly I want to hold the date I come in for my friends or fellow leaders. I come and say, look, Angie, okay, I have an account from 2019. I knew you're going to jump in here, but to make it more attractive to you, so I have an account. Either I already paid for it, or I'll pay for it, I'll give you that. We can discuss that. That is, it's a marketing strategy. I don't think it's a crime or a violation. It's just a style. It's okay. But I want you to know, if anybody offers you at a price at a higher level than $97 or equivalent to that in any currency, you shouldn't do that, even if it's day one in business, okay? We want to keep it transparent and ethical. There will be a window to profit even before we open the doors for the main launch of ONPASSIVE. So we don't want exceptions. We don't want under the table deals or backdoor. Let's keep it straightforward. The cost is $97 for a very limited time. I promise you, super duper limited time. And that's it. Once that price is done, as I heard Red was talking, let's say so-and-so date will be the launching date of ONPASSIVE, the official global launch that you are going to see it on the media, okay? This disruptive company launch for this ridiculous amount of dollar. This is what you get. There's going to be a lot of talk everywhere about ONPASSIVE. You will hear it. When that day, which we all will know, that is day one on your 365 days. So it will reoccur for you sometime in 2022. When the renewal of the founder position occurs, and we will take $997 from your profit in the wallet with your permission. We don't do it. We don't hijack it. Okay. Okay. You got to give us a permission. If you say, yes, I'm interested, we'll do it. As Red said, there are some cases where somebody will not qualify, will disqualify to remain a founder based on their behavior within the 12 months. As a founder, if they're negative, if they're misusing the system, abusing the structure, any ethics, integrity issues, that is severe. We will not renew them as a founder, and possibly not even as a user, if it's that extreme, okay? So $97 will give you a whole year for the first year, then the $997 forever from your profit. And it's optional. You don't have to do that. So if you have been with us any day after, before the main launch I just talked about, that's extra. You're not paying for that as a founder. If it's 2 months or 2 years, that's all bonus. You're not paying a monthly, or it's not even counting 2 years. You didn't pay another $97 or another 997. So that's really over deliver in a nutshell. So we don't have much, probably a couple of dozens with a couple of, no, I don't think there are a couple of dozens. They're probably under a dozen. Say a handful from 2018. Under 2 of our leadership councils, some, from the early, and that's it. So those are over. Somebody try to offer you, that doesn't exist. 2018, we don't have many pending, okay? Or probably by now any. The second thing, 2019, we have some left. Here's the thing, 2019, for some reason, we had more pending ratio versus conversion. So 2020, we had more serious founders. They came in, they bought right away. So fewer pending 20. You can look at your back office. 2020, we don't have many. So 2019, which is over a year, okay, now some of them are invaluable. Why? Because if somebody was really serious, they had more than a year to decide a $97 decision. They didn't complete their homework to investigate ONPASSIVE and believe in it. An entire year is unlikely to happen in the next remaining window before the official launch. So ultimately, there will be wasted positions unless we offer them to some of the go-getters, some of the actual leaders and founders who are working as an incentive to the founder. We don't mind giving them those positions pending. If you have a pending and you did not convert them in well over a year, don't count on that. Today you have chance, okay, because we either flush them out, delete them. I tell you, that's it. We reset the counter, done. Or we say, if somebody is willing to put the effort and gain them, yeah, they deserve to take that position instead of a dead position. We're not talking, so it's not pending, it's dead. Any time over 3 months or 6 months, that's more than enough for a $97 decision. We're not giving them a week trial, a month trial. It took a year. And if somebody didn't see the power or didn't move their belly for like a year and a half, what do you need them for? Okay. So just let them go and let somebody else benefit from them. Here's what's in it for you. There's a company called ONPASSIVE Launch with 600,000 founders, or 60,000, or 1.2 million. Whichever happens, it has an effect on you as overall customer-based company. So if we launch with 600,000, that's good. If we have 20,000, 10,000 pending, and we can convert them, that is better for you, and maybe some of those, some will be as good, and they take advantage in the remaining time, and then they bring another 20,000 instead of a dead spot. Now we gained, let's say, 50, 100,000 as a collective community. What does this mean? You are in a bigger, a stronger company. That's what it is. So that is a sensitive topic. I couldn't hold myself to jump in, and that's why the answer is longer than what I heard before. It is important. We don't do any unethical, wishy-wash stuff in ONPASSIVE. Okay? We study, we measure, we calculate, we overcalculate, recalculate before we make a move. So do not take it as it's a bribal thing or anything. Hey, if you have a position and you can convert 10, I'll give them to you today. They're dead. I'm talking about old position. We'll give them to you as long as you sell them. But if you're not going to sell them in a month, we know that, or a week. And what do I mean by that is you're not benefiting the overall. So we're just wasting a position. So don't pay too much attention to the you know, who's taking them and all of that. We are taking them as one unit, one community. That's another beautiful thing about ONPASSIVE. It's not your team, my team, her team. It's our team. It's our thing. We will not make it a design that we have a loophole where everybody can manipulate their position on the shoulder of others. Whatever we do, it has to benefit and serve all of us. That's the only way we can succeed. There's no you succeed, I succeed, they succeed. We succeed. That's the only way I envision it. So it's okay. You have, forgive me, you have a trash thrown out, has no value. Don't take it literally, okay, because we're human, we're not trash, okay? But it can be a bogus email. Somebody did a test, so it's a pending account. Somebody did, you know, profanity. They're just testing, okay? So why am I going to leave that as a trash when I have the ability to convert it into a viable position? Some human can benefit. That is the sponsor, the actual new founder who took that position, and then all of us as ONPASSIVE family. So I hope you ease off that tension and just like instead of something thrown outside, if we can turn it into a benefit to somebody, it shouldn't bug you. Come on, shouldn't bother you.
Sorry, Ash, can I just, it's Andy Burks.
Yes, Andy, good to see you.
And you, sir. Thank you, first of all. I originally joined in 2020, and I have a number of pending founders that was acquired through advertising through the co-ops initially. Rather than lose these on because some of these I have never answered, never responded to any of the contact that we've tried to make. Would it be possible for us to buy those pending founders for our friends and family, and keep the date stamp at that point?
Yes, definitely. That's the trade. We're keeping the same date and stamp. Like, well, what's the point? You know, we can flush them out and open a new account. So at least the incentive is to keep a good date, more than a year, and it's a good treat for somebody who's joining. Like they need that little kick. Why not? Yeah, you can go ahead and buy them.
Okay, at the moment it's not possible financially, but obviously we will have a short period of time before we launch to the world anyway. It's at that point I'm hoping that things will have changed in such a way that will give us that opportunity. So rather than they be thrown away at that point, at just before launch or on launch,
we will not go with pending accounts. You're right. Yeah, we will not take.
Okay.
Yeah.
So will we be given the option at that just before we go to launch? Do you want these, or do we?
There might not be any left by the time, you know, because they're little and they're not many in 2020, so they're like more in 2019.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So it's not like
that severe that we have to discuss it and put a lot of attention. We're going to focus on the real visionaries who see it. Yeah, go ahead, Red, please.
No, I thought you'd finished, but carry on. Listen, you got the floor.
But I'll jump in there, Ash. With pendant founders now, it's $97. If someone who's pending goes into soft launch, they're going to be paying the new price, whatever that's going to be in soft launch. They will no longer be afforded the $97 that is current. So it's important that founders and others understand that.
So let me tell you something. When I opened the founder position in 2018, we didn't have Go founders. We didn't have multiple websites. We didn't have hundreds of employees. We didn't have buildings. We didn't have this hectic, massive operation that we have today. And we didn't even announce a fraction of the ecosystem or the technology products and AI products that we have today. So the evaluation was based on then, but was just more theoretical hope and plan. I said, I got a plan. This is what I'm going to do. I don't have it yet. Let me see how it goes. Okay. But I will find a way to do it. I promised you that. From day one, I said, I'll do it or die. I didn't die. That's the good news. And I think I did it. So I think I was able to even gain more momentum, more power, and more with your support to be able to even stack the cool. So we ended up with something better. It's like you get in the car, you want to take your child or somebody to, let's go to the supermarket 2 blocks away. Yeah, okay, let me think about, okay, yeah, you go. So you get in the car, it's a beautiful sunny day, let's go to the beach. Change plan, but to the better. I'll take that. Okay. So when I did it, the value wasn't a tenth of what we have today. Yesterday, we just discussed with the team, the managers, that they want to multiply the price of the founders in the soft launch, and they want to call it light on passive, LITE. Because you're going to have access to the products, usable products, more than we told you in the beginning. You have a full blown away membership that is not a click funnel or a $5 script. Okay, it's like made like 6 times now. This is the 6th time we're rebuilding this. I mean, the hosting, the cloud hosting invoice, the monthly for GoFounders alone, it can buy every script made in the industry on this area collectively. 1 month hosting. I can prove it to you. And I can show you all the garbage there and the most expensive one of them. And we can add them, crunch in the numbers, and I'll show you the exact AWS invoice just for GoFounders. So the value has increased like dramatically. And that's their logic. They say, we've got to put a bigger price. And we're offering commissions, that bonus for the founders in the last, period of launching process before we take off. And we're sending traffic to the founders. They refuse the projected price level. I'm talking about the 97, the 149, even 200. They're talking about multiple that amount. But of course, we get to decide. I will discuss with the Leadership Council. We will not do something out of greed or it has to make sense. In fact, the price that they suggested, I refused it, knowing that it will be there's an affordability issue. And it's greater than the subscription for ONPASSIVE. And some suggested that we should keep the founders as a separate package moving forward with a more proper revamped pricing policy. What does this mean? Meaning we are at a point we're kind of refusing the ridiculous price rate for $97. Like it's bugging us. Like we cannot take it anymore. So it is very like short window, as Michael said. They're not going to pay $97 in the future. And a little bit after that, they will not get it for any amount. That's my strategy. So I want to tell you why. Okay, you can have that. Let me try to get 2 objects on my. We're going to get 1 highlight and 1 pen. Okay, well, we're going to. So this is a highlight, okay, a highlighter, okay, see that? And this is a regular pen. Let me back up a little bit. So they did an experiment in Russia, scientists, and they brought this to a monkey, a handsome monkey, just like me. And they showed 2 things, banana and apple, at the same time. Like blindfolded, open the, you know, take a look. Banana, apple. This is what the monkey did. And it's almost identical to my face, like this, this. Okay, this, looking left and right, left and right. You give too many options, you procrastinate the decision. And nothing happens. So look in here, it's not eating banana, not eating apple, neither, okay. From a marketing perspective, if you show the same thing, chew, I'm gonna look, founder, unpassive, user, too many options, too many packages. What do I choose? No, this is what we're gonna do. Not that you're a monkey, I'm the monkey, but we're gonna give you, boom. So when they did this to the monkey, they did banana right away, peeled it. And we can learn something from the monkey. You know how they peel the banana? Upside down, not from the stem, you know, stem side. So you have to do it from the bottom. So they know how to open, to peel a banana. So you might think, of course, banana. No, they did it with the apple. Boom, immediately, instantly, without thinking. So the logic of it, when you give too many options, you confuse. Okay, nobody goes home. What do we eat? Okay. Give too many options. This is what we got for dinner tonight. That's it. 1 option. You will be more productive and you choose for. So that's my philosophy in marketing and selling the products of Unpassive. I'll give you an option. You got no other way, but I make it so irresistible. I peel it for you. I prepare it. It's just, you will be faster than a monkey on a banana tree, peeling, peeling, peeling.
Ash, if that's from Russia, it might be me, a monkey, so not you. But,
what is it?
My question, if that's from Russia, the monkey, it might be me, not you. So. And my question is about a very quick question. If a founder doesn't have enough money to activate the mainland, and it takes 2 months to get that money, so he has to renew founder's position after 12 months of that point, or from the launch?
One of the benefits of the founders is, you're very welcome. You will hold that position. It's guaranteed. It's locked in. Okay, we deliver. Okay, so you're gonna have that position. It's not gonna change, and you are not gonna lose because of affordability. So we're gonna work on different, you know, points. Number 1, we're gonna try to make it affordable to everybody. That's one way to look at it. The other way is we're going to give you enough window in the or the opportunity in the remaining launching period, pre-launch if you want to call it, to build up that cost, to cultivate the to accumulate the cost of the package. If you have any motion in a couple of weeks, you will be able to gather this amount. That's another reason. So the amount should be affordable by default. 2, you have a window organically. If you're not working now, work on it. You know it's coming. 3rd, okay, use and take advantage of the bonus to retain your $97, recover it, and put some couple hundreds on the side so that you will pay for your position. The other thing is we will not, delete or suspend or deactivate. You are going to have the position. We will make like a minimum activation fee. There are a few scenarios. Okay, you will be able to have it. You have access partially, but for example, you will not, collect funds unless it's fully paid, and you might be able to also use the initial days of launch to also accumulate that cost. Once you have it, that's it. It goes on. That's it. You will have 3, and it will be paid for. So there's a couple of ways to go around it. You shouldn't worry about that. What I'm trying to do, we're going to work with you as a founder. Okay, we're not going to let you go. We're not going to aggravate you in any way. So it will be admission friendly. Now, you might say, I have bought 27 accounts. I tell you, what was your plan? What were you thinking? So if I bought 27 accounts, I would have had a plan, either to pay for them and build them and do that. I have bought hundreds of accounts before in other businesses, but I had a plan. I didn't expect it to be given to me. But that's, again, that's the exception. The norm, everybody should be able to afford it. So in general, ONPASSIVE is made to improve your life, to simplify it, not to add money to your balance, not to take money of you, to make it possible, accessible to you. All of that, I mean, considering that, then if you really believe in that theory, then you shouldn't worry.
Ash,
We're
may
not
I
here
ask
to
a
profit.
question?
Yeah.
Thank you, first of all, for coming in the first Q&A for founders only. Appreciate that. Always welcome to hear your voice. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And regarding also to the bananas you mentioned and the monkey, I tried that, peeling it from the bottom. It actually works much better.
Yeah.
A question that Andy mentioned, and you've answered him, in regarding to the pending founders. At one of the webinars, you've mentioned, Ash, that it will no longer have date stamped until you actually pay for the account. Does that stand today, or have it changed?
Peter, okay. So it worked for like a minute. This sounds, so you were asking about the date stamp for future people, or so it will work. Always, we're going to go by the registration time. There are periods where we will go by the activation. Okay. So when we are activating a certain, like there are brackets we have from so and so date to this date, it will be registration. We open that for the pending. You remember that transfer button? Okay, those will consider the registration date. Obviously, the previous date. Then you have some that like some brackets of time where we have only the activation date when you made a payment, the payment time, and it's more from overall. It's more. It will be by the registration form date, and so many are. They're the same date. Like obviously, the vast majority they come same date. They activate the account. I went to get a banana. That's what I did. So you don't open it from here. Typically, the easy one. That's how you do it. You pinch it here, okay? Aha, that's why you see the monkey so happy. It's because it's easy. The other way. I just wasted banana, but I hope you got the lesson.
It works every time, Ash.
That's indeed. All right, are we good? I'll step away if you want to continue.
Okay, thanks very much, Ash. We've got Dwayne Murdoch. Dwayne, do you want to unmute yourself? Give us your question.
Yes, me and a few of my guys were talking, and we wanted to know if there was going to be a difference in the price of a founder's position as a customer versus a corporate position as a customer versus a small business position as a customer.
Okay, thanks, Dwayne. Anybody want to answer this? Shout up. Go for it, Antonio.
Hello, Ash. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Dwayne, for your question. In my concern, it will be only one price for everybody. The package, it will be one price for everybody. Am I right, Ash?
Yeah, 100%.
Fantastic.
You don't need to even ask Mr. Ash. The reason you don't need to is he's totally fair. Our CEO is.
Can't hear you, Cindy. Sorry. Are you under the bed?
No, I'm not. You can't hear
Come
me
up.
at all?
Yeah, you're hiding. Now, yeah, we can hear you, but very low. Yeah.
I'll be darned. I wonder why.
You're good now.
I'm having a few issues, but you know, there's no favoritism
I have
here.
several hundreds.
It's
You want to listen to them?
1000% fair. Anyway, so it doesn't matter whether you're a huge corporation or just a little guy, you know, you're going to get in it for the same money. And that's what I love about this wonderful company, and loved it from the get-go, that this is a, you know, equal opportunity business, one that's going to change the world, because it is equal. No more corporate greed. We are an equality company where we were all connected, and that's pretty wonderful. Got to tell you.
Right. One more thing, Cindy, to add. Thank you. That our tech teams want to survey the founders. So with the new Go Founders platform, you're going to see a survey. They want to know, are you using the ONPASSIVE technologies for business, or like, you know, they want to see your background in a way. So that has to do with the nature of the development, how they do that. So they want to have an idea about our customers, okay, that you, all the founders, what is your motive?
Gosh, Ash, can I step in just really quick, Andy? Excuse me. Because I just from my own experience with all the founders that I have visited with, I think every one of them, first and foremost, they love the concept of this, that they could actually earn money, whether it be with the company products or with the company helping them build their business. But their first goal is to learn, and most don't know. Now, even the ones that do, they still became a founder because they want to increase their income. At least that's been my experience. Anybody else have any more to add to that? Andy, take it away.
You know, everybody's going to be a customer, so you will not see the money or have any talk about the money before you become a customer. We're 100% customer-based business, and we are product and value-driven type of business. And up until now, because I am like thinking, you have 3 more minutes, I believe, Marty DeGarmo, to wrap this up. So let me throw a bomb and leave, okay? Can I do that?
Go for it, Ash.
So you know the massive value, like you got the whole world of Digital Planet in your hand for a ridiculous price, and by the time you have 3 sales, nobody, doesn't matter who makes those sales, the company, your team, you know, Mother Nature, whatever happens, you got 3 sales, your business is covered, and that is already massive. What do you get in return? There's no company will give you the value that you're getting, or the many products, or the cumulative impact of what we have in ONPASSIVE. So the last thing I want to say, you think so far you got a lot of digital products and everybody's a user and all that, but for the first time ever, I want to let you know, I think some of you curious enough to have picked up this idea before. I hinted, or maybe knowing me, we also have physical products in ONPASSIVE, okay? Not just digital, so it's not digital. We have disruptive, okay, products. I'm gonna say this on the public here. One of our products is being reviewed and thought after from the United States military, Army, some other, this is how crazy it is, and it's done, and we have found manufacturing abilities and all. So it's not about the money. We're talking about life safety. We're talking about children's safety. I mean, women security. It's made, you know, for the humans. So I cannot go further because it's public. I want to leave some juice for the webinars and the founders' privacy. But if you think you know ONPASSIVE, it's half. Oh, you're leaving me? Okay, I'm done. That's my family. They saw you work too much. We're just gonna live in another house.
I've got room, Ash. I've got room.
Yes, indeed. You have enough food?
Of course.
I love it. So
half a
there
million
you go.
rooms.
It's not about the money. It's about really making a difference and improving our life using technology and our brains. It's a company with heart and brain.